Hello and welcome to the Pokemon Fusion tier list. Why am I making a Pokemon Fusion tier list, you ask? Well, the answer, of course, is because everybody loves tier lists. And, you know, as the Pokemon Fusion master myself, it is my job to objectively rank these fusions as good or bad. It's my job. It's something I have to do. So we're going to do it. These fusions were made by the lovely Ori, who did a very nice job on these, and such a good job that I felt like I had to make a tier list. Let's get to it. Let's just do it. Here we go. Boom. First one. There he is. So this one is named Akshao. Not the best name, but it's a pretty good starting one to start with. It's of course a mixture of something and Minshao, whatever this thing is, Axio maybe. And I really like the way that this one gets together. It does a good job. Like the little Minshao looking things there, they fit very well with Axio. So we're gonna start this one off really nice, and we're gonna put this A or B, probably like a high B. We might move that up to A later. We'll have to see what else we have. So next up is going to be Blaze Tails. A mixture of Blaziken and Ninetales, and I was very surprised when I saw this one to see just how well the Ninetales tails actually fit on Blaziken. Not something I would have expected, but they look so natural. Maybe it was just a good editing job, I don't know, but the tails just really seem to fit there. An improvement on both Ninetales and Blaziken, I must say. So we're gonna put this is like also kind of in between. This is either an S or an A. You know what, I'm gonna start right off and give us our first S. Boom, done, easy. Blaze Tails, fantastic. Next up we've got what is this one? Colt Vion. Cutival, I don't know, it's Cutifly I think, and Sylveon of course, and this one's you can tell that the thought was there. It makes sense. The colors were done well, but it doesn't mean I like it. It mostly just looks like Sylveon with yellow. It's just yellow Sylveon with big eyes. Not big into this one. We're gonna put this one in C tier. Next up we have this one, which is fantastic, by the way. This is Delizel, which is Delcatty and Sneasel put together. And this is another one where it just, oh, it looks so natural. So well done. These things, like, they don't even look like they're stuck on, which they are. They seem like they belong there, which is great. This is probably one of my favorites, if not my very favorite. We'll have to see. But yeah, there you go. We're gonna put this one in S tier. Very easy S tier. All right, next we're gonna have to fly through these because there's about 35 of them. Next is Deanne Stick, which is Deanne mixed with something. I wasn't a big fan of this one. It kind of, I mean, the Deanne bottom there is just the Deanne bottom, and the body is also just the body. It doesn't look as natural as some of them do, so we're gonna throw this one probably also in C tier, maybe even a D tier actually. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna put that D tier. All right, next we have, oh good god, no. Oh god, no, this one's Ditchoke right here. Oh god. Ditchoke is of course a mixture of Ditto and Machoke, and is the worst fusion that could ever be made by anybody ever. So this is this should be F tier, but I don't actually have one. I'm gonna make an F tier because maybe even worse. What's the worst? Super F. We're gonna add a super F tier. All right, add a row below. There we go. And we're gonna name this Super F. Yes. All right, Ditchoke, super F tier. The worst possible rating ever. All right, next up. Oh God. It's so ugly. All right, next. This one's kind of interesting. This is Dwebpub, which is Dwebble and whatever the starting Pokemon thing, dog, whatever. I don't know. But I really like this one because this one was just stuck together. All that was done was the rock from Dwebble and then the face of the dog thing. No like fancy stuff, no color changes, nothing, just a cutout there. And it looks fantastic. It actually really worked. That's why I liked it, because it's just so minimal effort for such a great result. So we're gonna actually put this one in A. I really like that one. It's cute. It's great. Next up. Next we have Espeon, which is Espeon and Umbreon mixed together. I like the idea of mixing Espeon and Umbreon. That being said, I don't think they actually mix very well. Yeah, it's just kind of uninteresting. Mostly it just looks like Espeon with Umbreon things, because that's what it is. So I'm gonna put this one maybe in a D tier, and we're moving on. Next up is Fenril. It's Fennekin and Mariel put together. It's very, very, very cute, actually. I think the eyes are maybe a little bit too big. Everything except for the eyes I really like. The legs look really nice. Oh, I can't touch that, sorry. The legs look really nice. The stuff in the ears looks great. I'm gonna put that one as a B tier. And next we have Generi is the name that I'm given for this one. Definitely should be named Skargar. That is the much better name, Skargar. And this is of course a mixture of Gengar and Skarmory. I actually requested this one. I wanted to see a mixture of Gengar and Skarmory, and I had really high hopes for this. I hate to say that as my job of the Pokemon Fusion rater, I have to rate these based on how they are objectively. So even though I requested it and I love Gengar and Skarmory, I'm not going to be able to rank this one very highly. I didn't really... The wings on the back don't seem to fit. Personally, I would have put Gengar's colors on Skarmory. So maybe that would be cooler. Maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. But we're going to put this in C tier. Next, we have the lovely Hatro. Ho-Oh and Hatterene, I believe. This one's really, really good. Love the hat on the top of the head right there. Fantastic. It fits really well. The color scheme looks really good. So no complaints with that one at all. We're gonna throw that into A tier quite easily. Next, we're going with Hauntel. Haunter and Squirtle. So of course the shell from Squirtle doesn't work very well. Maybe it would have been better to make it just an actual shell shape, and maybe that would fix it. I'm not sure, but not a great one. That's like borderline super F, but we're gonna throw that in D tier. Next is Inkwag, which is another winner, big winner here. This is Inkay and Poliwag, and I think that the common theme here is how natural do they look. If they look really natural, then they're going to be ranked high, and this one looks really natural. If you saw this, you would like hesitate for a second because you would think, oh, that's just what it looks like, right? Wait, no, it's not. It's not what it normally looks like. And so that's probably also going to be A tier. Yeah. Next. So this is Keldkit, which is of course Keldeo mixed with that fox from Sword and Shield. Nickit, yes. And this one is kind of a strange one because I believe that the fusion itself was done well, but I don't really like the result. I don't like the colors of Nickit, the brown and the black. So well done, I'm sure, but just not my cup of tea. We're gonna put that in C tier. And whoops, what did I just do? Next, we've got this one. We've got Lamper, which is lantern mixed with the weird dog thing. And the thing that really sells this one is the eyes. The eyes were put on backwards to make him look derpy, and that was a winning decision right there. I think it wouldn't be nearly as good if that wasn't done. So good call there. I'm gonna put that one in B tier. Pretty good, but just a dog with a thing. Next we have Luxor, Scissor, and Lugia. So Luxor, that's a terrible name too. Sizia, maybe better. I kind of like that. Sigzia. I don't know. And this one's pretty good. The eyes are just a little bit strange, but the rest of it looks really well. Looks really good. Was done really well. The tail's great. The color scheme works very well with Scissor. So pretty decent one. That's like a high B. Maybe an A. I might move that one up as well. We'll see. I'll throw it in B for now though. All right, next we have Marielou, which is Mareep plus Wooloo, I think. Yes, I'm pretty sure. And this one is also a strange one because the end result looks good, but it was kind of technically done wrong, I think, because it's supposed to be a mixture of Mareep and Wooloo, but the colors are not for Mareep. Maybe it's like shiny Mareep or something, but maybe it would be better with Flaffy. I'm not sure. Either way, gives me a little bit of an off vibe, so we're gonna throw it on C, which gives us a nice, by the way, we got a nice little curve going on, which is how it should be. That actually wasn't intentional. I've just been honestly ranking these. Next, we have Marachling, which is Marowak and Fletchling. Not bad, not bad. The gray's kind of weird. Obviously not the fault of the fusion itself, but just the color scheme doesn't work super well on Marowak, which is, by the way, a lowland Marowak, if that wasn't clear. So that'll be low C, high D. It's definitely not as bad as Hauntel. All right, we'll put it in D. Next. This one's kind of interesting. This one is Malkady, which is Rookity and Mawile put together. It looks kind of cool. I like the eye. The eye kind of looks like a mask. Mawile's colors were of course changed, but not by too much, which does kind of end up making it look natural, so not bad. We're gonna throw that in C tier, yes. Next we have Mimikyu. I don't remember what this is a mixture of. Of course it is Mimikyu. The other one I can kind of imagine in my head what it's supposed to look like, but I don't know the name of the Pokemon, because it's not a very common Pokemon. But the fusion looks great. Looks very natural. It's pretty cute. It's not something that you would expect to be mixed, because normally Mimikyu is pretty like kind of evil looking, but it looks very cute here. So we're gonna put this in A tier. Sure, I'm feeling A tier. Let's do it. Next, this one's pretty good. We've got Machu, which is Machoke and Pikachu, which is not a fusion you would expect to look very natural, but hey, it worked out. So boom, A tier. Got about, I don't know, a little over 10 left maybe. Another good one, Ralts, which is Ralts mixed with the first mushroom looking thing. And I was surprised by how natural these things look. It's like Ralts' head, essentially. but it's put on top of these, and I was not expecting that to look good, but it really did. So we're gonna put that in A tier also. And next we've got more pet, which is I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to remember the name of either of these Pokemon, but let's judge the fusion. Nope. Didn't like the way the colors worked on this one. It looks derpy with the tooth, but in a way that just is kind of offsetting for me. So not a great one in my opinion. That's also going to be a D tier. Next, super good one. This is Mud Tea, which is Mudkip mixed with Skitty. And this one could just straight up be a starter easily. It just looks like a starter water Pokemon. It's fantastic. Very, very natural looking. That's an S tier. And next we have Osha Bunny, which is a mixture of Oshawott and Score Bunny. Two starters mixed together. Interesting to see that. And it's okay. It's not bad. Kind of an interesting thing is that it's a water starter mixed with a fire starter. And so the feeling that it kind of creates is, what type is this? It's got the colors of a fire Pokemon and the shape of a water Pokemon, but it doesn't really look like either. So it's not terrible, but it's not super great either. That's a B or a C. I'll put it in C. All right, next is Pikachok, which is another mixture of Pikachu and Machoke, but done in a different style. I actually didn't like this one as much as I liked the other Pikachu Machoke fusion. And so I'm going to also put that one in C. Next, we got Polypole, which is Poliwag with Poipole. It's okay. I don't really like Poipole, just personally. And the colors, That's all I have to say. That is my official scientific opinion on that Pokemon. D tier. Boom. Next, there is Sabebe, which is Sobble and Flabebe. And this one's really cool. Obviously, it was just Flabebe thrown on the top there, which was not changed at all. And I think that's kind of cool because Flabebe normally holds on to like a flower or something, and now it's holding on to Sobble, which had its colors changed. I don't really like the colors of this. It looks kind of strange, like a piñata almost. But I really like the top, the idea of putting Flabebe hugging onto Sobble's little whatever that is. So that'll be we'll put that as a B. I like the idea. It's creative. It's cool. And this one is Spectrus, which is you know, the ghost horse Spectrier and the weird ice rock thing. But it looks really well. I did that again. I said that again. It was done really well. It looks really good. Yeah, the color scheme works well. And the ghost hooves are cool. So that will be a B. Next up, we've got Squirtle, Squirtle and Pikachu. Very simple. I think this was probably one of the earlier fusions that Ori did, if I had to guess. It works. It's not bad, but it doesn't really like shine, right? Nothing too fancy. So that'll put it right in the middle, but you don't have a right middle, so I'll put it in B. This is Sylve Duck, just Sylveon mixed with Psyduck. I think this is also one of the earlier ones. I think the resolution's a little bit lower too, but we don't take that into account. The colors work really well. I like the black. Do either of those Pokemon have any black? I don't think they do, but I think it was a good decision regardless. It really works. And the face is hilarious, so not a bad one. This is also B or C. It's probably gonna be a C. All right, we've got 4 left, and this one is Shurishru. That's really hard to say. Serena mixed with Sandshrew. And this is an interesting one because I don't like the way it looks, but I think it was done really well. I think the mixing, it was mixed very well. Even though I don't like the way it looks because it looks really strange. A green Sandshrew is not my cup of tea, but it was done really well, and so I think it's worthy of B tier. This one is kind of silly. This is Venozin, Persian and Venomoth, and that's not bad. I told Ori like 5 times to give this thing wings, and Ori never gave it wings. So we're gonna have to bring it down for that for sure, because one of the most important things about Venomoth is the wings, and it doesn't have wings. It would be fantastic if it had wings. I'm sure the wings would be very hard to put on. That's probably why I wasn't done. But it looks really good. Could look a lot better if it had wings. We'll put that in B. Next is Zorlith, which is Growlithe and Zorua, I believe. And this is going to be our final S tier. This is also one of my favorites. Yeah, easy S tier. Looks really, really good. The color scheme is great. The fusion itself was done very well. Easy S tier. And our last Pokemon is going to be Zordino, which is Audino and Zoroark. And I really like Zoroark. Zoroark's one of my favorite Pokemon. Audino, not so much. Making a pink Zoroark is cool, but at the same time, the official so we're gonna throw that in C tier just to give us a nice little curve. Let me give it one last check to make sure that everything's where I want it. I'm very confident with my S tiers. I think the S tiers are solid S tiers. A's. These two could maybe be brought down, but I'll keep them. This one could maybe be brought up. Same with this one, actually. I will bring this one up. I really like that one, even if the eyes are a little bit weird. And I actually am gonna bring this one down. All right, looking at the rest of them, I'm pretty confident with this. Yeah, so there you have it. Those are Ori's Pokemon fusions, tiered exactly where they scientifically belong. Hope you liked looking at them. I know I did. Very nice job, Ori, to have put in all of this work to make all of these fusions. Very cool. Hope to see more. Catch you later.